Well, Andreas, congratulations, an important bounce back win, and just talk us through the differences between tonight's performance and that one we saw on Sunday.
First of all, it's not easy playing them on a Sunday on the road after playing another two games that week and coming back. Very quick turnaround. So a lot of toughness, I think, for us. I thought our intensity was really good from the start. Some hard-nosed defense, especially in the second half. That fourth quarter, I thought we started very well defensively. And offense, a little bit up and down, but at key times, I felt we spaced the floor well. We moved it well, our 19 assists, and everyone contributing. I think that plays a big part in terms of our success as a team, and it was very pleasing to see.
You can really see it out there, particularly in that fourth quarter on defense, the physicality. I mean, you held them to 0 points in the first 7 minutes, I think it was, of that fourth period. Was that the key focus coming into this one, that physicality, matching that physicality?
Yeah, I think we found that we didn't play the game for big spells with the right intensity and physicality in the game up there in Sheffield, and certainly for us coming out with a lot of energy and making sure the intensity was high, and as you say, that physicality. But like up there, I think we only won one 5-minute spell. And today we only lost one 5-minute spell, and I think that says a lot about the focus that we had as a group on the defensive end, but also offensively, how we were able to get out in transition and get some easy ones, and I think that makes a hell of a difference. They're a very talented team. They have guys that can make plays, and I think for us to keep them below 70 points and to have the second half performance that we had, I think it was big, and especially fatigue plays a role. I think there was some fatigue on Sunday. That was obvious. Obviously, we were one man down in Evan today as well. But again, guys stepping up. I felt Pasquale and Corey in that second half really stepped up. They came in and gave us some really good minutes on. And it's not just always about scoring. I was just talking to Damon. Damon finished with 10 points, but he also had 8 rebounds and played some really good defense. Was +2. And Kendall, like people will look at the 20 points, but the defense that he played, how efficient he was offensively, but also the 7 rebounds and the fact that when he was on the floors we were +8. A lot of people can kind of not see those things. Kitty, I thought today, his 5 assists, like you would look at his stat line and again 11 points, but those 5 assists were critical and only 2 turnovers as well. I think this is about different guys coming in and contributing, and it's not just the stat line. It's not about guys scoring 20 points by losing the game. It's kind of contributing and impacting winning. And I felt today our guys, everyone, came in and helped us to do that.
It was a tough week last week with those 3 defeats, but starting this week, the first of 3 games with a W, going into what's going to be a huge weekend now against Surrey and Caledonia.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, that this was going to be a very important week for us. And certainly to start it with a win at home against Sheffield, I think is very important. But at the same time, it's a quick turnaround now. In 48 hours, we're playing Caledonia and then we're playing Surrey. We want to make sure we have back-to-back positive performances. I think that's going to be very important. So rest, recover, and get ourselves go through our game plan. And I thought today we executed our game plan very well. I think that's going to be very important for both those teams. They've been playing some really good basketball. They're coming here with winning momentum, both teams. So we've got to be at our best, and that quick turnaround. We've got to battle fatigue, injuries, all those type of things, but we've got to come out with the right intensity for 40 minutes.